So how long do you have to be in business to get funding? Most of you guys think you can walk into a bank or go apply online and just walk out with some money as soon as you start your business. Now that is true, you can, but most of you guys go about it the wrong way, and then you end up not getting any money, or you end up getting very little money. So I'm going to show you what it is that you do need to do to ensure you get some money, get higher amounts of money, and so you know how long you really have to wait before you can do any of this. So the very first thing that you need to know is that there are different banking products, and those different banking products determine how long you have to be in business. In addition to that, you do also have certain banks that do want you to be in business for a certain amount of time before you apply for certain things. But the most general thing that you need to know is how the different products look at this. So what are some of the different banking products? Well, one is a loan, then you have a line of credit, and then you have business credit cards. We're going to talk about those three really quickly. And then we're going to talk about how to get the most from the best option. So business loans, you guys should all be familiar with this because this is the one that you guys are usually looking for, and it's not even the best banking product to use for mostly on the personal side and on the business credit side. Now, with a business loan, you have to be in business for 2 years at almost every bank. So some of you guys start your business brand new and you go in asking for a loan, not knowing that you have to wait 2 years at pretty much every bank before they will even attempt to give you a loan. Not only does that make this a bad option for you to use when you're new in business, even if you do have those 2 years in business and the first thing you go for is a business loan, well, as soon as you take out that loan, you are almost immediately responsible for a payment on it. So that means that you have to start paying back on this immediately. So again, that makes it not the best product because maybe you're not making, a bunch of money yet. Hopefully you are 2 years in the game, but sometimes you guys start businesses, you don't really start operating them until later. So you might qualify for the loan because you started your business a while ago, and maybe 2 years later, you're actually doing something with it. But if you still don't have any profits coming in yet, you might not see a benefit from it because then what are you going to do when that first payment is due? And even if you do have money coming in, and let's say you have a plan for the money, okay, a business loan might be a good idea for you, and you can use the loan, put it to where you know you need to put it to, and get a return on your investment and pay off the loan, and everything's good. But still, there are better products out there because the next time, let's say you're getting a loan because you have a certain project, you need some extra funds, and you want to go apply for the loan. Well, now also, after that loan is paid off, let's say another big project comes up. Well, now you have to go and apply for another loan. You have to hope your situation at that time that you get this new project, that you are in a good situation to get approved for a loan. And that could be the case and it might not be the case. But all in all, you have to continuously reapply for loans, whereas there are other business funding products out there that you don't have to continuously apply every time a new project comes around. And we'll talk about that in a second. Now, if you guys need help in getting funding for your business, then you can go ahead and to the description and book a funding strategy session with me, where I will look at your situation and come up with a plan to get you the most money possible for your business within the shortest time frame possible, as quick as 14 to 30 days in some instances. And that way you don't have to keep using your personal funds, your personal credit to fund the business. You can have funds that are strictly in the business name and can help the business be self-sustainable so that you don't have to tank your credit score using your personal cards or just drain your personal bank account funding the business. And also, if you're getting value from this video so far, make sure you give a video a thumbs up so YouTube can notice it's a good video to show to other people looking for the same information. Now, the other product that we're going to talk about is a business line of credit. Now, a business line of credit operates very differently than a loan. Business line of credit also, in most instances at most banks, is going to require your business being 2 years old before you can even apply. So again, newer businesses, this is going to rule you out. Now, while this is a better, business product because it is a revolving line that you always have access to, that you can use over and over again without having to consistently apply over and over. Of course, that makes it a better product. Just like with a business loan, it will have interest attached to it. And there will be nothing that you can do about that as far as the interest on the loan or on a line of credit. But because it has more flexibility in your usage and not having to constantly apply over and over for a new one every time you need money, it still makes it a better product, but it does still have that 2-year limitation on it. So what is going to be the best option for all businesses, including those newer businesses? Well, it's going to be a business credit card. This is the business product that does not require any specific amount of time in business at pretty much all the banks. There are only few that do want you to have a certain amount of time in business, like Synovus. They want you to have like 2 years in business for even a business credit card. But that is what makes this option the best option for all businesses. No time requirement. It operates like a business line of credit. And with this option, you have the option to get some cards that have 0% interest. And you actually get points or cash back for the money that you spend because you're using a business credit card. You don't get that with a line of credit. You don't get that with a loan. Now, the key here is being able to get the business credit cards at the higher limits that they can go to versus like a line of credit or a loan, which might give you a lot more money upfront initially. Now, if you want to know how you can get business credit cards at higher limits of being able to achieve the maximum amount per card, which is what is harder to do because most people, when they go in, they end up getting 3,000, 5,000 or less. Then go ahead and check out this video to learn exactly the process that I take clients through to get those higher limits. Or go check out this video to see the banks that usually give out the highest limits. And I'll check you guys in the next video.